Hi, Carl again here, just in the studio. The dreaded slice, that's what we're here to try and help people with today. I think it's really important to first of all understand why a slice actually happens. You need two things to come into line for a slice to happen. One is you need to be hitting the golf ball, as we say, from out to in. So your club head needs to be travelling through the golf ball to the left-hand side of the target. Now that doesn't seem to make too much logic because we know the slice ends up with the ball going to the right. But when you couple that path through the ball from out to in with a blade or a club face that's open at impact, we end up hitting a lot of slice spin on the ball. It's no different to my other favourite sport, which is tennis. Similar thing, if we actually come across the ball, okay, which in tennis terms, because we're standing upright, is from high to low, here, and we leave the racket open, we're going to create an awful lot of backspin and side spin to the right. And it's exactly the same with these things in your hand. So, let's have a look at the screen there. You'll see this is a course in Florida, which would be a lot of people's worst nightmare. We can see we've got a lake all the way down the right hand side here, and quite a healthy carry over to the fairway on the other side. What we're going to do now is hit a shot which actually bravely sets out towards the water and is going to curve back to the left, which I know for a lot of golfers out there is a shot that you would only dream about hitting and you don't know quite how it happens. Okay, these are the two things which have to happen for this shot to be able to be executed. Firstly, the golf club has got to approach the golf ball from behind me to in front of me and keep going to the right hand side of the target, into out swinging. Okay, not as difficult as it sounds. I know some people have been trying for years to do it, but actually if we make a really good turn of our shoulders and get the club nice and deep behind us, we'll actually be able to push the club away from us. The second and most important thing is that through the impact area, the club face cannot be left open. That will slice the ball into the middle of the lake. We have to activate the part of the body that controls the blade of the club, and that is actually your forearms. Okay? People say hands, it's not your hands, it's your whole rotation of your forearm here which controls the pitch of the blade, and it has a massive effect on the blade. I can rotate that through over 180 degrees through forearm rotation. Okay, so as we swing the club away from us, we're going to allow this forearm to rotate. Again, going back to my second love, tennis. If we were knocking up at tennis now, we were playing top spins to each other, we would instinctively make the racket move over the top of the golf ball, tennis ball I should say, because otherwise it will go straight out into the car park and the game will be over. Okay, so in tennis we instinctively use our forearms to control the racket through the ball. With golf, for some reason this gets suspended, we get tight, we get nervous, and it doesn't happen. But if we allow it to happen through the ball, the same movement occurs as we use in tennis. If we put those together, we can actually start to practice bending the golf ball to the left, and then it's just a case of fine-tuning it and controlling it. Okay, so set up as normal, we're going to swing out towards the right, and we're going to turn the forearms to rotate and put some draw spin on the golf ball and miss this water on the right here. Okay, you can see the ball curving, nowhere near the water. Ooh. Even found a bunker on the left side of the fairway. If you look now at the visual, you can see the ball set out towards the water and curved over towards the left hand side of the fairway. There was no way that ball was going to go in the water on that particular shot. There you go, you can see the tracer there. So that's how we can get draw spin on a golf ball for those who've really struggled to actually find out how to do it. Come and give me a go in here. We can put you on a hole with some water on the right. It doesn't have to be water, it can be the railway on the 4th at Woking, for example. Same principle. And we can start to move the golf ball in a way that means that the hazards are no longer in play for you. If you fancy that, give us a shout, come to the studio, pop in the shop, and we'll talk you through it. Okay, thanks.